Hello, hello. Good morning. Welcome to another ES Futures Trading stream. We have a really nice day yesterday. The market is opening with an up today. Very questionable high yesterday. Now look at these lows here. Look at these lows here. Alright. But the market had the opportunity to take the previous all-time high, the all-time high that was made during the overnight, which is not a good thing, and now it's opening with a gap. Alright? You wanna go broke? Say the market that is making new highs. Right? It doesn't matter what has happened before. This kind of movements, this kind of dynamics the market has, it's always a buy. And traders just can't wrap their minds about that, about the fact that the market has no references above the current highs and can take it and start shorting this kind of markets. I'm not saying that this market is going to keep going higher forever. I'm not saying that this market is not going to come down. I'm not saying it's not having any kind of rebalancing, but it just happens. Right? Don't short the market that is making new highs, new all-time highs, because bigger time frame use this to get in. Right? Because remember where this market is coming from. After this has reached, was made a high, like about 2 weeks ago or something like that, maybe 2 or 3 weeks ago, made a high in the overnight. It had a tremendous, not a tremendous, it had a rebalancing. Let me bring that to you. Right? Makes a new high here, and there's a rebalancing here that shakes all the weak shorts, come back into this range, gets back or outside of this range, back into the upper one, and boom, makes a new high. Shorting the market up here is not a good idea. I'm not saying I cannot short, but I need to see something happening if I'm going to do that. The first thing, look at what is happening now, right now, as we speak. How many seconds, how much time is this market at this level? Right? Overnight inventory is 100% short. There's no attempt for a counteraction. Settle 68, 64, 68, 50. $68, 64, 50. Right there. But if there's going to be something to the downside, usually selling coming right from the opening. Seller is being used. Notice the overline. Seller has been used to buy. Multiple times the market takes yesterday's high until finally takes the high and doesn't look back. Right? Look at this shape here, what we are having here. It can easily go higher as it can go lower. But I am going to use this as a how do I do this? This is 3 white here, and this is 4 white. Really weak levels here. The same thing is happening here. Notice, check this out, man. Tremendous, very low volume here, one of the lowest days. The opening has a really low volume here. But again, market may keep grinding its way higher. Potentially there can be some back and forth around the 6,500 here. Yesterday there was something really nice here. Early in the session I was actually watching this. I guess I erased it. I was watching this all-time high as a potential destination, as an ultimate destination yesterday. And the market was taking previous day high out, was grinding its way. Then B comes as an inside bar. No, before B came, we have a news event, right, in which Trump announces that he's going to sue for Chemo Power, to remove Chemo Power. Was going to do a lawsuit, and the market just immediately have a reaction after that and start to break. This is after CPI. There was a negative number because it's higher than expected, but the market reacting to the news. You can see how many times here, in A and then in B, it just market tries to recover and there's some pushing, right? Some big pushing to the downside. But those pushes could not extend the market lower. You just can see there was tremendous pressure to the downside, but there was buying. There was buying there. And that was key, at least for me, to get long. When the market was doing that, I got long. But you need to have something in the lower side to use as a reference, to stop out. if anything happens. I don't remember what that was. I guess it was this distribution close, but this distribution close is not from this day, or was not from that day, but from a day that was really far back in time. Where it was, I guess it was here. This one here, this reference here is what I use. Now the market, oh, I cannot remember exactly what's this one here. I don't remember exactly how I planned that, but I decided to stay after watching those pushes that could not move the market lower. Could not get this market, could not get price outside this value area, and actually after that value remained higher, moved higher, and we had at the end we have a trending day to the outside. We have a market that was trending to the outside, and the thing is, there's a clear rule: never go against a market that is trending either higher or lower. And it was trending yesterday. The last trade I want to do is a short. Maybe I cannot go long, right? I cannot go long, but I definitely will not short a market that is going higher. There's no conviction in this market right now. The market kind of like struggling right there. Traders remember what happened. It is the same dynamics that we had yesterday, repeating again. Another thing that happened yesterday is, and this is using your imagination, right? We were doing this, I was doing this trend. These lines are a copy of this one here. And this happens all the time. So you have a trend line that is used as a support. In this case, the same trend line is used as a resistance. And then you have a day in which the low cannot be tested, and then the next thing you do is you see market taking the upper range out and coming back, right? It can easily come back. That's one. It is within the odds, right? But we had, in this case, we had an all-time high here and an all-time high that was made in the overnight as well, and it was just so close. The potential was there. When I get out is when I saw this market doing this. The market started to buy from half back, and this is something that I will put over here. For example, I will put this as a reference, because this is not a solid base. Previous period half back. This is when laggards start to get in the market, but as you can see, laggards not always, right, lose. If laggards will lose all the time, they will not be buying this market. There will not be opportunities in this market. Gap high. middle and last are exactly the same. It's really hard. It's really hard for traders to wrap their head around the fact that market is making all-time highs, market is gapping to the upside, and we may have some upside extension today. It is just impossible not to think of short this market just because it's too high. Let's see what the other indices are doing. Let's check Nasdaq. Nasdaq was making all-time highs as well yesterday. Very questionable, man. What about the Russell? Same thing. Look at these highs here. 1, 2, 3. This market may aim to take this high out, which is this in the monthly. What about the Dow? The Dow, oh, look at this. Look at this trend that you have here. I don't do the Dow. But look at the highs here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the monthly. Impressive buying tail here. Impressive buying tail. Notice how in the monthly, check this out, notice how in the monthly, this market fails to close the month as an outside buy. As a buy, this just closes behind inside previous. It's not an outside buy, but it closes inside previous buy. For technical trading, so for technicalities, that's really important for technicals. Traders love those kind of signs. Something else that we saw yesterday is, well, crude oil is dropping here. This is not good. Dollar as well dropping here below the 50 now, selling from the 50. Gold, tremendous gap here, impressive gap. What I noticed yesterday is during CPI, and there was a big spike to the upside, meaning the market actually can go lower, right? The bonds rises, treasury decreases, and that have a tendency to pull the market lower, and it didn't. It didn't. There was a nuance between bonds and equity indices, and at the end, the bond market actually was the one that went lower. And it was not the ES that met the bonds, but rather the bonds, submit into the equity indices. Look at this, how this market is going high. For Christ's sake, just don't short this market. The market's making new highs. Don't short this market. Many times, the shorting, the crazy shorting that short-term traders do, thinking that this market can go lower, it's too high to keep going higher, is what fuels actually. It provides the fuel for the market to keep going higher. If you check the volume, overall volume, it is going to be really low relative to yesterday. And that's a significant contrast because yesterday was higher. There was another reason for what to take a long yesterday. Now everybody knows why. Everybody knows now the market's going higher. Hey. I'm not going to be here much time. I'm not feeling good. I'm going to rest here. Probably I'm not going to be even too much time in front of the screens. Now, and that's the thing, right, about of trading. If you cannot take a break, if you think you're going to miss an opportunity because of this or because of that, then you're not realizing about the danger, how dangerous that is. Because markets are going to be there. I don't want to be there. I don't want to be here when you come back. Opportunities are going to be here. But if you are not ready to take advantage of the opportunities, or because you are sick, or because you are tired, you cannot see the opportunities, the odds are against you. The odds that you're going to have any kind of success in trading or any kind of good trades that day are very low. Just take a rest, take a break. That's what I'm going to do. And it's not easy. It is easier to say than to do. I have been there. I have learned the hard way. And it's not surprised that many traders, or how many traders actually went through the same thing. The same thing. Okay, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm not feeling good here. I hope you have a wonderful day. If there's an opportunity, you can take advantage of that. I cannot do other thing rather than just wish you a good day. Have a wonderful day.